Hi guys, this is a video about lowering a Chinese scooter. First of all, I'll just show you, I've actually done the front on this, so I'm just going to show you up here, and you can see, hopefully, just up here, there's actually, if it brightens up, I've dropped the forks through the yokes, probably about this much, about as low as it will go. I had to modify the yoke with the Dremel and clean out the top of the yoke. So obviously take the bolts out, clean it out. It wouldn't let the fork go through the yoke initially. So I had to get a Dremel and clean out the top part of the yoke to allow it to go through, and then obviously put it through probably about 1.5 inches, an inch to 1.5 inches, and then tighten the yoke back up, and that drops the front by a considerable amount, probably about at least 1 inch on the front to 1.5 inches, and I've also lowered the back. You probably can't see from here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these panels off. So lift the seat, take these panels off. Obviously I've unscrewed it. I'll put these down here. Okay, put those down. Put the rack off. There's 4 bolts in here there's 2 bolts here and 2 bolts down there to lift the seat off. I'll attempt to do. And it looks like that. You need to take this off, which is fixed here. That comes off. And then you can get to, pretty much I've taken all this off anyway, just so that you can get to the bolt. Now, you may already see what I've done. This bolt here is a shock bolt. If I go underneath, you'll see where the shock bolt was. Okay, so the shock is mounted where it normally mounts there. There was no way of modifying it there, so what I did, I drilled a pilot hole from this side and from this side, because it's hard to get in because of the frame, hard to get a drill in, so I just had a small hand drill. Drill a pilot hole, one both sides, and then put a 10mm drill through there and drill that out. Drill it out from this side as well. And you could, if you wanted to, if you didn't want it so low, you could actually put a hole here. You can notice this is sort of level here, and I've gone up a bit to drop it a bit more. So I reckon that's dropped it probably 2 inches. I couldn't think of a better way of doing it. But as you can see, I've put a couple of washers in there as well as spacers, one on either side of here, just to because there was a little bit of play in the bush. And as you can see, it's standard down here as well. So I've done this for my girlfriend because she's vertically challenged, let's say. I'll put the bolt back in. I'm just going to clean the fuel tank out as well because it had a bit of rust in it. But basically, put the bolt back in. The nut this side, it went the other way, but I've turned it around so I could get a spanner on here. And that has lowered the bike considerably. If I can drop it off the stand, I can show you. I can put it on the side stand. It leans on the side stand really easily. So it's dropped it to a really low level. And that's what it looks like from the other side. So it can be done. Lower the front forks through the yoke. It's not really a triple clamp because there's only one of them. You might have to get a Dremel and drill out grind out the top of the fork so that the fork stem can come through the yoke slightly. Probably mine's 1 inch to 1.5 inches through. You don't want to go too far away from it because obviously you'll lose some strength from the top of the fork, but it can be done and it's all tight. And ground clearance is still good. As you can see, she's not going to get it over that low, and it leans on the side stand pretty well. So once I've got it all back together, I'll take another video and show you just how low it is, but it can be done. It just needs a little bit of thought. I've seen other YouTube videos and nobody really explains how to do it, so that's why I've done this. I can probably just show you from this side exactly. You could even put a hole here if you didn't want it quite as low as this, and I could have gone a little bit further this way if I'd have wanted to, but then I was looking at clearance issues. But that looks pretty good, so it can be done, folks. It just needs a bit of grey matter on the subject, and it's done. So hope this helps somebody. Good luck.